Okay, cool. Welcome back. You remember last time we did poplars, which wasn't really worth it, eh? So I'm replanting this field in wheat. I'll just start this guy off. I actually just loaded my game back in from about a week ago now. That field's been cultivated by this guy. Oh, you've got my truck down here. And I was thinking, actually buying that other field today. Now I'm going to see if I can get my harvester up there before the crop withers, because it's at its last growth stage, this one. This one up here, number 7. See, that's quite dark orange. So. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get our harvester up there and start harvesting it before it withers, you see. And then we'll get like a little bit of money from the crops on there. Oh, I probably should have filled up my harvester, eh? But yeah, it'll be alright, I think. And yeah, so what I was thinking of doing, like on that field up there, planting corn, because I think, as far as I know, corn, it gives you the best return per hectare for chaff. And once that corn's grown, we'll get a I think there's an attachment you can get for your tractor to do the chaff. So we'll harvest that whole field, stick it in the silo down at the biogas plant, because that's only like, I don't know, 100 metres up the road or something, pretty much right next to it. Yeah, something I was testing, sort of one of my doopy games, my test games, is whether this can fit on the back of a low loader trailer, and no, it doesn't. Well, at least not very easily, so yeah, either I get a mod so I can transport my harvester around, or I'll just drive it really slowly like this to my field. Yeah, feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I'm driving this very slowly to my impending field. Yeah, I might see if there's a mod for a trailer for this, though, because yeah, it's quite tiresome having to drive it so slowly. You know. And I'll have to go get my truck, get that yellow trailer so we can empty this guy. See, I'll probably just put it in the in that silo, that train station up there. It'll make it quicker. And I can bring the other train to get it and transfer it to the other one, and it'll be alright, I think. Now this one just up here, see, it's just across from my pigs. And the biogas plant's like sort of just over the hill there. So I think this will be alright, eh, this field. So we'll get this guy set up, and then we'll buy the field. I suppose I could have driven him to the other end of it, but that's alright. So rather than just walking there, I think we'll lazily just warp to the other end. And we'll buy that. 115,000, yep. Right, and get our truck. Right, and I think the other trailer's still over by where the poplars were, so that won't take long. Now, I think I'll actually... Oh, jeez. I think I'll buy one of those smaller sowing machines to do that field with. Then we can use our small tractor to do that, a little red one, I guess. Or maybe one of the green ones, I suppose. Yeah, see, there must be still a piece of a tree on that road, or the game considers there's still a log or a tree or something there, because those cars always seem to get stuck there. Which kind of sucks. Yeah, once again, like I've probably mentioned 1,000 times, I should bring my roller back there and try and clean up that part of the road. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So the fuel tank on this dude's alright then. Your harvester's a bit low, so we could probably bring a pickup truck to get the tanker. Although we are going to need another tractor over there, so might have to be one of the green ones, yeah, because our red one's down by the cows, isn't it? Yeah, so yeah, I'm still waiting for these fields to grow. I think I had soy on those ones, and from what I remember, the price is pretty reasonable. Oh no, it's actually really crap, but by the time we finish harvesting it should be alright again, I'm hoping. So I think once we get this dude here, we'll take our other green tractor down to the store and we'll get... Oh no, hold on, he's going to have to cultivate it, isn't he? Unless we get one of those really... Oh, jeez. Unless we get one of those really huge, expensive seeders. Oh, yeah, we'll have a look once we get this dude up here. So it might actually be easier just to get one. Oh, yeah, get one of those big seeding machines. Alright, I'm just going to leave this guy here for a second. There's the harvester going. He's at 38, okay, that's cool. Alright, let's have a look at the sowing machines. What's the cheapest one that does corn? That one. Fertilizers too, which is good, but it's powdered fertilizer. And that one just does potatoes. Now one of these ones does corn. And it fertilizers too. Does it? Now that's the one we've already got. See, that one might be alright, eh? I think 61,000 though. 103 kilowatts, so we'd have to use one of our big tractors for that. One of our green tractors at least, because that guy, he doesn't have the guts. So our green tractors will pull it alright. It's a tough call, isn't it? It needs to be cultivated anyway. So mate, I wonder if our small tractor can run that that cultivator. We'll check first. So I quite like to do this as cheaply as possible. I think it's that one we've got. 118, no. Bugger. Okay, yeah, so we're going to have to use a bigger tractor for that. That's not too bad though, I guess. Right, now harvest is probably just a bit full by now. 62. You see, this field's not very big, so I think we'll be able to get away with a smaller planter. Oops. Although it's going to need ploughing, isn't it, as well? Okay, well, when that dude's finished sowing that field, we'll take him down with the cultivator. And by that time, this dude should have been finished ploughing it. I think we'll probably take this dude down, or at least reset him, set up that field, start planting it. Now I'll probably put, I should put seed tanks and that down there too, just to make it easier, so I don't have to drive back and forward. So we'll get the plough and we'll get this dude started. I think I'll just go up over the hill, it's a bit quicker. It's a bit more of a fun drive too, I guess. It's this way around, I think. Well, it would be if I backed my tractor correctly. Hold on. So he's at 81. Yeah, that'll be good. He'll be at the right side of the field. Oops. Okay, yeah, we'll get this dude up there. He can start ploughing, because that's going to take a while, ploughing that field. So hopefully this will be worth it a bit more than bloody poplars were. I mean, like, yeah, the return from those was alright, but like, if I spent the same amount of time that I did, like, just with another crop on that field, I would have made a lot more than that, I think. There would have been more than about $30,000 worth each day on that field, I think. Even if I planted wheat or something. Yeah, because I think I've got wheat on there now, so I'll be interested to see how many litres I get off it. I'll start this dude. Whoops. Start this. Whoa. I'll start this dude off down here. And that dude's probably just about full, isn't he? Yep. Right, so yeah, I could put some seed tanks over there by the pigs or something. See, it's a lot, yeah, my pigs are like just there. Then I guess later on we could probably use this for sugar beets too. But I'm not going to plant huge fields of them like I did with potatoes, because they were a bloody hassle, weren't they? Yeah. Got a little bit grumpy doing potatoes, to be honest. Hey. Since they were so slow and cumbersome, and well, I've still got bloody heaps of them left, eh? So probably check the price of them. Oh, $3.47 at Maplefield Mill. That's all right. Got a little bit of soybeans left. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll get this dude out of the way for now, and I'll probably jump out and I'll bring you back when we buy the sowing machine, because I'm going to have that fella plough it. Of course this field needs ploughing, they always do when you buy them, I think. Yeah, so I'll wait till that dude finishes ploughing it, and I'll get this guy, once he's finished planting here, to pick up the cultivator and take that back. Then hopefully by that time this dude would have finished or nearly finished ploughing it, so we could start sowing behind the cultivator. But yeah, cool, I'll bring you back soon. Okay, cool, welcome back. Here we've got this field ploughed. I've got this dude starting on my cultivator, and I've got these dudes down at the shop, because I'm going to try something. I'll see if this actually works first before I get set up. Now I'm just going to lease one of these just to see if it'll fit on my tractor. Fingers crossed it bloody does. Eh? If not, I think I'll just stick another crop on that field. Oh, maybe it's only for the forage harvester, this thing. Oh, it works. Oh, nice, nice. Now, is it going to... Is it like going to automatically go for that trailer? It is cool, so I could probably use my big truck to do this. Nice, nice. Okay, yeah, let's actually take it back, because we don't need it now. Won't need it till tomorrow, so we'll just... Yeah, stick it there, and we'll return it. And we'll get the sewing machine. Good, I'm glad that works. Because we can always buy one of those, because they're not that expensive, are they? Oh, 38,000. So how much did that lease cost me? 3,000? Oh yeah, that's alright. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're going to have to do this job with one of our big tractors, because the cheapest sewing machine, our little tractor won't run it. So we want this one, 74 kilowatts, and I think the other one's 73. Yeah, so we'll just buy that. It's pretty cheap. I wonder if I'm going to wait on the front. Probably. I'll see how it steers when it's down. Oh, it's a bit sluggish, so I think what I'll do is I'll reset that weight and I'll attach it to the front. That one. stop my front wheels pulling off the ground as I drive around with this. We'll take our truck back out later on, because yeah, we're not going to need our truck for a while, because a lot of our crops aren't even ready to harvest yet. But yeah, I was just keen to see if that noisy bastard in this car. Yeah, I was just keen to see. Watch out! I was just keen to see if it would actually work on the front of my tractor. Yeah. So I guess we could go look up there somewhere. Yeah, we'll put a couple of seed tanks down too, just to make it easier. Although I guess what we could do is take a trailer over and stick a whole lot of pellets there. Might work out cheaper, but it'll take a while to load them all up, won't it? So we'll get this guy started. Once I've got the seed tanks down, of course. Yeah, because we're going to need those. Now hopefully this dude will have enough in this tank to do the whole thing without having to fill up. Like halfway through, you know. But I'll just... Okay, yeah. Just make sure he's got the correct crop selected before I start him off. That'd be a bit silly. Do the whole field in wheat or something. All that up. Yeah, whoops. Yeah, speaking of wheat, I've finished planting field 26, that's got wheat on it. And I've got about, was it 6,000 wheat or something off that other field. It wasn't very much because it hadn't been fertilised or ploughed or anything. Yeah, I forget how much now exactly. Yeah, so hopefully this endeavour pays off a bit more than it does with the poplars. So we could probably fill up a whole one of these silos up here before we start selling it. Like, wait for the price to be good enough. So maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 harvests or something. Yeah, we'll see about that, We'll see how it goes. Hoping it's going to work. Hoping it's going to be profitable too. Now I guess we could... I was going to say, I guess we could put the seed tanks here, but that's going to be in the way if we drive our truck alongside our tractor when we do our harvest. So I might like, where can we stick them? Maybe down here or something would be alright. Yeah. Okay, so we need, I think, powdered fertiliser with this one, isn't it? So we need a seed tank. I think we'll turn the camera around to restart so we can see what we're doing a bit easier. Maybe like one either side of the... I'll stick like one there. That's the seed tank. And pretty sure it was solid. Yeah, solid fertiliser. Okay. I'll stick this one lot down here. That'll be alright though. Nice. And we'll fill this clan up and we'll get them planting. Yeah, it's not a very wide sowing machine, but like, we're not going to need it very often. Oh yes, 240 litres. It's not very big, is it? That'll be alright. It's going to take them a while to do this field too, isn't it? Is he going to have enough seed in his tank to do this whole field? Probably not, eh? See how many percent it takes to get to the end of this row. Yeah, I'll just pop in here because it's quieter. I don't think he will. Maybe, maybe we should have got one of those bigger ones. Maybe next time we plant it, we'll get a bigger one. Because by then we would have had our next harvest. So that took 10% to do a row. How many rows is it going to be? Probably probably 25 rows. Yeah, I think we'll actually get a bigger sewing machine for this, because that's going to be a hassle, isn't it? Did that other big one fertilise too? It does. Maybe we should just should have got one of those. Would have been a hell of a lot faster too. Oh well, we'll get him to do the first one, and next time we'll get a bigger one. Cool. Yeah, well, I might pause it there. I'll bring you back probably after the harvest though, so cool, see you soon. Okay, cool, welcome back. Yeah, I sold that other little sewing machine because I figured it's going to take a long time, it's going to be a bit of a hassle. So I'm just going to buy one of those big ones right now. I should have done this to begin with though. So we want that one. It does sunflower, soy, corn and oilseed radish. No, sugar beets. And it uses the same stuff as the other one, so yep, let's just buy that. Now I figure this is going to be a lot faster. And probably easier too. Oh, probably won't need the weight, I think I'll just leave it. Now this one's actually quite wide, I think it's 6 metres. The other one was only 3, so that'll take an age to do that. And yeah, see, it took 10% of its seed just to do one stripe, one 3 metre stripe. Yeah, so this dude's going to be faster. I mean, we wasted a bit of money on seed and fertiliser and that, but whatever, it doesn't matter too much, because once our other fields are ready, once the crops have matured, we're going to make a whole bunch of money anyway, so yeah, it doesn't matter too much. Well, yeah, something else I did too when while that field was being ploughed and cultivated, is I filled up the feed on the pigs, and I did the cows as well, and I filled up the greenhouses as well with water and fertiliser, or manure, I guess. Yeah, or something I heard too was it actually costs money to store your crops in the train station, which I didn't know about. It's probably a little bit of money to do that, but yeah, I didn't know about that. It's a shame it doesn't actually tell you something like that. Yeah, so I had a little bit of a false start today, getting this dude sorted. But we'll probably even buy one more tractor to do this. Probably buy another one just like this one. Because this tractor's been pretty good. I mean, it's quite cheap to run, and it pulls all the machines. You know, it does alright. It can pull the trailers. So yeah, it'd be quite good to have one more of these just to leave over here, and then we've got something to do this without having to drive back and forwards all the time. Make sure we choose the right crop first. We'll fill this clown up. Okay, yeah, so that should be enough to do the whole field. 560 as opposed to, I think the other one, what was it, 290 or something? 290 litres. I won't fault this dude. Oh yeah, look, it's quite wide, isn't it? Nice, I see it's got a little step ladder in there too. See enough over here. Doesn't have to be exact. I'm not worried if these rows are overlapping a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be heaps faster, twice as fast. I hate how the sheep do that. Okay, so this dude's just about finished, which is cool. Yeah, cool. Alright then, well I'll jump out and I'll bring you back after the harvest, I guess, because these fields here probably won't be ready till either tomorrow or late tonight. That one there, I've only just planted. And that's only, what, the second growth stage. Yeah. Alright then, cool. I'll bring you back soon. Okay, cool, welcome back. I thought just to speed this up a bit, I've bought another one of these sprayers because they're actually bloody good, aren't they? Just so I can spray these fields here, or well actually those two and that little one up the hill a bit, without having to wait around too much. Because I want to get this moving as soon as I can. Get the game cracking along a bit better, a bit faster. So I'll stick some more tanks down here. I'll just do the liquid fertiliser one first, and later on I might put a seed tank down around here somewhere. But we'll find a good spot, sort of by that little shed there somewhere, I think. Or maybe like just there will be alright. Yeah, let's stick one there. No, we need liquid fertiliser, don't we? Just turn the camera around so I can see what I'm doing, so you can see what I'm doing, and so I don't stick it in the wrong flipping place. We'll stick it sort of out by the road a bit, so because we're going to need to get our tractor in quite close to it. I think these are going to be alright. Okay. Then we can stick a seed one next to it as well. That'll be good. And we'll fill this dude up and we'll spray these two big fields here. Now I probably didn't need another sprayer, but I figured this is going to speed up a lot of the work on my farm. I have two of these tractors doing the spraying at once. Get it done in half the time basically. Oh, get out of the way, you dick. Oh, that's one problem about having it there, isn't it? I'm going to have to watch out for cars. Okay, yeah, we'll fill up the front one too. Okay, now that dude's finished spraying that other field, which is good. We'll get this dude on this field and we'll move the other dude over. Right, that'll be good. Oh yeah, I filled up the fuel tank on my harvester too, because that was getting pretty low. It was down to about what, 70 litres or 50 litres or something, which probably won't be enough to harvest all these fields. So we're probably almost at the stage now where we could buy another harvester, so we've got enough fields going. Oh. Right, yeah, I had this dude here. He was topping up the straw and hay, I think, was it? Yeah, hay. So we've got a whole bunch of hay just sitting here, so we must well use it. Eh? And we'll get around to getting this that feeder wagon thing too in a later episode as well. I was quite keen to get some chaff together. Just give this dude a couple of scoops. Then I think I'll jump out again until the harvest and bring you back after that. Nice, nice. Oh, the water's getting low, but we can sort that out later. Cool. I'll pause it here, and I'll bring you back. Okay, cool. Welcome back here. My soybean crops are all ready. Unfortunately, the chaff crop will be ready fairly soon too, and the wheat. Now I've noticed the price for soy is actually really good at Denton Bakery, so what I'll do is I'll fill up that red trailer and I'll take it down there and I'll keep selling it down there until the price goes below Maplefield Mill, and I'll take the rest on the train to sell over there. But I think probably what I'll do here is I'll leave this episode here and we'll jump back. We'll probably still be harvesting, and then the next harvest we'll start doing our chaff and we'll see how that works. So cool. Thanks for watching.